Want to know 5 great outdoor adventures you can have this summer in Roanoke?
Hey, it's Hal and Kris here with Cone Realty Group. If you're finding value in this video or any of the other videos on our channel, please make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the latest and greatest.
And hey, if you're thinking about moving to or within the Roanoke Valley, please call us, text us, or email us. We would love to be your realtor.
Hey, it's summertime, and we are out here at Green Hill Park today, live and on location, bringing you the latest and greatest of things to do, the top 5 or 5 of the top ones to do here in Roanoke in the summer of 2023.
Yeah, you know, there's so much you can do in the way of outdoor adventure. We just picked a handful because you can customize your adventure based on your skill level, your interests, your time, everything. I mean, there's so much to do. I love it here. And you know, Green Hill here in Salem, in the summer, this place explodes with activities. There's festivals, there's a great park down there, there's nice trails. I just saw a fly fisherman walking down to go check their luck.
Yeah, it is a trout stream. And then, you know, the other thing is, like, you could come to Green Hill Park and you could just spend a full day here to do any type of recreation that you'd like to. There's a playground, there's actual walking trails, there's the river. So, and we actually met some a family friend of ours one day on a Sunday, spent the whole day just lounging in the river. There's some deep pools here and that type of thing. And you'll see a gazillion folks along the river, not in a bad way, but just a lot of folks there that are hanging out, enjoying the festivities here at Green Hill Park during the summer.
Yeah, and there's like the kite festival and everything that happens here. Highland games, that's always a lot of fun. Not a gazillion.
Touch a truck.
Yeah, touch a truck. But not a gazillion people. I do want to clarify that. It's very popular, but it's not crowded.
Yes.
Does that make more sense?
Yep, that's a much better way to articulate that, so thank you.
You're welcome. So that's just one thing. Again, we're gonna dive right into all those fun summer activities. And this doesn't even encompass things like music, festivals, food, so that should be on another video,
That's right, yeah. We're just talking about some outdoor options for you, some of the best that we've seen here in the Roanoke Valley, whether you're local or if you're just visiting for a day or a weekend, things that you can do this summer to have a great time here in the Roanoke Valley.
All right, so as we're headed down the Roanoke River Greenway, I have to start by asking, what's your favorite summertime activity?
You know, I always default to our annual family tubing trip down the James River, right?
Oh, you like it that much?
Oh yeah, I like falling out of the tube into the water every single year.
Yes, you do. Or your hat or something.
Somebody loses something, something falls in the river, guess who gets volunteered to go get it? That would be me.
Yeah.
And so I fall out to get it, and then I paddle and try to catch up with everybody. So
you know,
it's a lot of fun.
And I think this year, family fun memories for sure. I think this year I'm gonna try to go kayaking, maybe with a girlfriend.
Yeah, and as I was doing some additional research for this, it did say that it's one of the easier kayaking trips, so that's a good thing. Yeah.
Good starting point.
I got confidence in y'all.
Yeah, thanks.
And so what about you? If we're talking, I can't just talk about me here. What are your favorite summer activities?
You know, we always have a bucket list every summer, and it's pretty lengthy, kind of unrealistic, but I keep coming back to those little small pleasures that I love in the summer. So, you know, going on little hikes, taking picnic lunches, doing things like that, finding some honeysuckle. I love finding honeysuckle, going to a baseball game. So those are just a few of my favorite things.
There you go.
But let's jump into number 1. So if you're looking for outdoor adventure in the Roanoke Valley, what would you do?
Oh, one of the first things I think of is McAfee's Knob, right?
Yeah.
So it's a hiking trail. It's an 8.8 mile round trip, a hike that you're gonna go on, and it's one of the most iconic spots on the Appalachian Trail, most photographed.
Yes.
It's amazing spot.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It is a relatively difficult trail. Make sure you have all the supplies, the trail maps, the gear. You have to be prepared for this hike. And hey, if you want to push yourself, there's an opportunity for you to do a triple crown, and that's McAfee's Knob, it's Dragon's Tooth, and it's Tinker Cliffs. So you could do all of that and have a big adventure on the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, and that's not gonna be for the light of heart, right? That's very difficult, I would say. It's 32 miles of trail, of backpacking. So with that, definitely make sure you're super well prepared to make that happen. But hey, you can spend the weekend just hiking, doing the Triple Crown.
So if that level of adventure sounds like a little too much for you and your family, that's okay. There are so many other hiking trails you can take. Check out our video on that. And there's some easy ones like this Greenway trail that we're on, or some that are more moderate to easy and moderate to hard. You can take your family on a number of them. Check out some awesome waterfalls, and just the overlooks themselves are beautiful, but you can really tailor your hiking adventure.
All right, the second thing to add to your itinerary of 5 things to do during the summer in Roanoke is gonna be biking the Greenway. How appropriate, we're walking the Greenway. Just had some passerbys that were walking. Haven't seen any bicyclists here today.
No, not yet.
However, this is a great spot for you to choose to ride your bike.
Yeah, and there's over 26 miles of trails, and they're multiple use trails. So I love seeing people walking their dogs. You've got roller skaters, scooters, every kind of thing you can imagine on the Greenway, as well as wildlife. So last time we went, I took the kids, we saw great blue heron and a deer right there by the river. It usually runs right along the riverway. And also you can see some really picturesque views of the city itself. So that's a fun option.
Yeah, and if that's too mild, because look, I mean, look at this. Awfully flat, very pretty, you're out in nature. However, if you want to kick it up a notch, then you can go out to Carvin's Cove, which is America's East Coast mountain biking capital, baby.
That's what we are.
That's right, that's right. So tons of trails out there, from easy to moderate to difficult. And around the region, we've got over 25 trail systems that are specifically out there for mountain biking.
Wow, I mean, that just amazes me.
Yeah.
You know, and we have a video on that too, mountain biking. And I've seen little kids get into mountain biking, as well as novices try to get into mountain biking, and I love that. So you can kind of customize your adventure based on your level of experience, and we've got the best of the best right here.
Moving along to the third activity that you're gonna need to do during the summer here in the Roanoke Valley is gonna be taking a kayaking trip down the James River. We were just talking about that, right?
I know. Hey, there you go.
Did you read my notes or something?
No, actually I didn't. He just prompts me. I'm like, oh yeah, I can talk about that.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. So yeah, so the James River, I mean, we always go access it in Buchanan, right?
Right, yes. Yeah, and we always use Twin River Outfitters. They're a great local outfitter. They have all kinds of gear that you can rent, but we're talking about the Upper James River Water Trail, and it is some of the most scenic, beautiful places you can check out, because you're going to be floating or paddling down mountains all over the place, beautiful wide river, and you're going to have an opportunity to see wildlife as well. So it's just a relaxing day on the water. I love that.
Which means it's family friendly. You can canoe, you can kayak. You heard me talk about tubing. I mean, and so what Twin Rivers will do is they'll actually put you in a van and take you to destination for tubing, and you can tube on down. And then I'm pretty sure they'll take you up for your kayaking as well.
Yeah,
so
they do have a
that
shuttle.
makes it super simple. They'll shuttle you to where you need to go. Then you come down the river, and then you end up at their spot, and you're ready to have a snack in Buchanan and head back home.
Yeah, and we're talking about class 1 and 2 rapids, and also you can make the float longer, or you can have a smaller segment. So check with them. There's obviously other places you can kayak and canoe. I remember us canoeing. That was a disaster.
We will talk about that today. Hey, whenever you're in town, if you want to hear the canoe story, just let us know. We'll make sure you can hear all about it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about in town, you could even kayak down and canoe down the Roanoke River, and that you could hook up with Roanoke Mountain Adventures,
yes, which is in Wasena.
Yeah, and they have a lot of stuff for rent, so that's really nice. But getting back to the James, you know, it's such a beautiful area, but there's other places you can go boating. We're going to talk about, you know, Smith Mountain Lake in a minute, but also Carvin's Cove area. There's just so many. Explore Park too. Yeah,
I feel like every single section we're talking about today, you can make that your one thing for adventure and do multiple options throughout the time you're here. Never be bored and experience something new each and every experience.
Yeah, and we haven't even talked about fishing. While you're boating, there's lots of opportunity for fishing too. So you can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
There you go. Now, sticking with the water theme, it is summer after all. We would be remiss if we didn't tell you about water sports and fishing at Smith Mountain Lake.
Oh yeah, locals call this SML, and it is the jewel of the Blue Ridge with over 500 miles of shoreline. This is a beautiful man-made lake, the most popular in Virginia, and it's fantastic for water sports and relaxation.
Yeah, so with that, I mean, you're gonna have access to pontoon boats, you're gonna be able to paddleboard, you're gonna be able to jet ski, you know, those types of things. So you can either bring your own or you can rent those from various private marinas as well.
Yeah, and there's really so much to do. Beautiful homes there as well. We love selling homes on Smith Mountain Lake.
We do.
It's really beautiful, but go check it out. Even if you don't want to like rent a place right there, there's a beautiful Smith Mountain Lake State Park.
Oh yeah.
That's over 1,000 acres. And there's opportunities for everything. There's water recreation activities, there's camping, there's picnicking, there's hiking, all right there in the state park. So that's a great option for
Yeah, and if you're a fisherman or fisherwoman, don't forget they've got huge striped bass, smallmouth. They've got largemouth bass as well. So, and they've got public launch spots as well as private marinas you can launch from as well. Now we're gonna navigate away from water sports, but we are gonna keep you out in nature here. And we're gonna talk about disc golf at Mayflower Hills Park, which is inside of Explore Park. That's a disc golf course, I mean.
Yeah, you know, we have a few disc golf courses in the valley and I love seeing those. It's really cool too. I've been once, it was very challenging, but I enjoyed it very much. It was cool.
Yeah.
You wanna get into it?
Yeah, so let's see. So Mayflower Hills is actually is the number 40th ranked disc golf course in the world.
Oh wow, in the world.
Wow.
Right here.
And then it's the number 4 disc golf course in the state of Virginia.
Wow.
So we'll have to check out the 3 that beat us and see how we can beat them.
That's right.
A lot of competition.
And at each hole, they have expert, intermediate, and beginning areas of play.
For the tee box.
For the tee box, thank you.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if it was the same golfing term.
It is.
Okay,
Yeah.
hey. We could slide right into that. I love playing golf. I think that's fun. Don't get the opportunity much, but
No.
maybe disc golf would be cool too, because this course, especially at Mayflower Hills, they have such a variety of terrain and landscaping. It's not like this clear-cut, beautiful, easy thing. You're going through woods and elevation changes.
Different terrain.
Yeah, I mean,
so
that would be challenging.
Yep. Oh, and it is an 18-hole course. I wanted to throw that in there too. I don't think I mentioned that. So it's 18 full holes of disc golf there. And they've got over 105 possible course alignments.
Wow. This is like a hidden gem right here in our city. I love that. And so if you don't have your own equipment, can you rent it?
You can. There are sporting goods stores and adventure spots that you can actually rent discs from so that you can actually play. Oh, and there is a $3 donation recommendation if you go to play it. So pay $3 as a donation to help keep up the actual course.
That's great.
So, I mean, that sounds like a great afternoon of family fun for super cheap.
Yeah, and if you're a local here, consider joining one of the leagues that have formed, and they have competitions all the time. So I think that's a really, really fun option.
Yeah, and I saw some of the videos whenever I was doing additional research on this on Instagram, and I was like, this is legit stuff. You know, like you folks who are doing disc golf, very impressed with your athletic prowess and how you take it so seriously, and it looks super cool. So thanks for allowing me to watch your videos.
All right, so now I know what you're thinking.
What?
Well, we always think about food after all this adventure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So summertime food would make me think of barbecue. And
always.
then where's my favorite spot for barbecue, which I haven't been to in forever, so I apologize, but Mama Jean's, baby.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next video.